So I'll start with an ayah from the Book of Allah, and then we will try to sort of make our way into understanding what some of the themes that the ayah has. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. قل إنما أنا بشر مثلكم يوحى إلي. It's a portion of an ayah. قل إنما أنا بشر مثلكم. Say to them. قل means say to them. Ya Rasulullah, tell the people, tell them. قل, tell them. إنما أنا بشر مثلكم. I am a human being like you. يوحى إلي. That receives wahi. I am a human being like you that receives wahi. Two sides the ayah has. I am a human being like you, receives wahi. Keep that in mind, we'll come back to it. In 1943, if it's too loud, I don't like to speak loud because I will be backing off. And I'm not here to scream. I will not scream. I want us to be comfortable because we're trying just to sort of educate ourselves with the book and the sunnah. That's all we're trying to do now. So, you know, these screaming things I can't do. Sorry. In 1943, Abraham Maslow, the psychiatrist or psychologist actually, released a paper about the theory or the hierarchy of needs, the hierarchy of human needs. Psychologists have always sort of thought, I mean, what's the most important need of every human being? Huh? Well, you know, the beauty of Islam is looking at human family or the human race as a family. In fact, not just humanity as species. Islam views them as family, but the whole creation, Islam views them as a family. And therefore, you see this interaction between humans who are enlightened, illuminated. We call them awliya of Allah, for example. I mean, I know you know all these things. I'm not here to teach you. I'm here to just, you know, sort of remind ourselves. You see interaction with the rest of the family of creation. Yani we may be different backgrounds, different colors, different ethnicities, but at the end of the day, we are one people. And Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wa sallam reminds us in what Al-Hakim narrated in Al-Mustadrak or others. Well, hadith, inshaAllah ta'ala, reaches the level of Hasan لغيره, where he said, كلكم لآدم وآدم من تراب. All of you belong to Adam. Adam is from clay. All of you are one. Anyway, yeah, just on the way. Psychologists to people who thought on mystics or other people, they wanted to see what is the basic human need that captures the quest of every human being. What is it? I mean, what is so? Abraham Maslow in 1943, he went and he released that pyramid, very famous to the psychologists. The pyramid of human hierarchy, or the hierarchy of human motivation or needs. And he put the very first thing, self-actualization. Yani the human being, on the top of the pyramid, people want to seek self-actualization. You see that. Many people sometimes, they want to seek self-actualization regardless of the cost. It's me, even if everything else is destroyed. Doesn't matter. More money, more money. Halal, haram, right, wrong, whatever, it doesn't make any difference. Actualization. Then he said esteem. The second level, he put esteem. Worth and value of people's self. Then he put love. In that pyramid, then he put love. Then he put safety, feeling safe, the quest for being safe. And then the bottom of the pyramid was physiological needs, such as breathing, eating, drinking water. Yani, attempts. Right? When we look at Islam and the teaching of our Prophet sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa sallam, we see the pyramid differently. How so? We see that the human need of love is actually the top of the pyramid, not in the middle of the pyramid. In fact, loved and loving, yani receiving love and giving love. The importance of love is so essential in the human need, it is not to be toyed with. So much that Islam couples living with loving and loving with living. If you don't love, you don't really live. In the actual sense, what does that mean? You see, because life is not determined by, as maybe Abraham Maslow would go to say, breathing and drinking and eating. You see, Islam views life at a higher level because also chickens share that kind of breathing and drinking water and making up a family and building a nest and going to work every day to feed the little family of chickens. And chickens also walk on 2 feet, if you're wondering. I mean, you know, so I know you know that. Where is the message? Where is the message that separates, that gives that taklif, that gives that conscious or conscientious responsibility to the Khalifa of Allah on earth, to the representation of the vast and unconditional Muhammadan love and mercy to the worlds? Where is that call that came from heavens then? Love. Love is the call. Actually, 2 things, love and gratitude. But anyway, if you were to ask many scholars, they would tell you that Islam views love as important as breathing in Islam. That's why you see in Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, Sahih al-Bukhari, for example, where he tells us, لا يؤمن أحدكم حتى أكون أحب إليه. One of you would not be a complete believer until he has so much love for me, etc. And all these things that he says, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the Quran tells us obviously in the ayah, قُلْ إِن كُنْتُمْ تُحِبُّونَ اللَّهَ فَاتَّبِعُونِ. Say, if you love, then Allah, you love your Creator, then follow His Messenger. You see, following doesn't come first. What comes first? Loving. Loving before than following? I always thought, we've been taught recently, that you first follow and then you love. If you don't love, you can't really follow. You may follow out of fear. You may follow out of desire to gain something. But you can never truly follow unless you love. Love, basically, my dear beloved brothers and sisters, love is actually life. Life. And therefore I always say, if you don't have love, get a life. Get a life.